The spread of the coronavirus tonight forcing the St. Louis St. Patrick's Day parade to be postponed. The run is also being called off. Right now, the city is looking at dates when it may be safe to hold the events. Good evening. Glad to have you with us. A lot of news is breaking tonight concerning the coronavirus, and all of it is heavily impacting St. Louis.
Here's what we know at 6 o'clock. First, the NCAA is banning all fans in the tournament rounds that will be played in St. Louis. Those games are set for next week at the Enterprise Center.
The president is set to address the nation tonight over the outbreak. That'll be at 8 p.m. You will be able to watch it live on KMOV.
News 4's team coverage begins now with Kim St. Ange live at the Enterprise Center. And Kim, you've spoken to the Missouri governor about outbreak concerns.
Right, and he's concerned too. Here, Steve, though, at the Enterprise Center, the big change is about who will be allowed inside when it comes to next week's NCAA tournament right here in St. Louis. At this hour, we now know the NCAA is only allowing the players, of course, the staff at Enterprise Center, and then the family members of those players to be inside. Tonight, Governor Mike Parson saying he is not going to be demanding that any of these organizations limit public contact. Instead, he says he's going to leave it up to local officials. He says he trusts them to make the right call. Parson also responded to concerns about people who claim to have symptoms of coronavirus and say they've been told they don't qualify to be tested. Parson said he is not aware of that happening to anyone. I also pressed Governor Parson on an issue that we've been running into at News 4, which is getting conflicting information from the county and state health departments about how many people have been tested and have had negative tests for coronavirus. We also asked why it is taking us so long to get some of our calls returned when we're asking for this information. What do you do to make sure that the public gets the information when they need around the clock?
Right. Well, one, as the governor, I've been making weekly calls to everybody around the state. That's mayors, county commissioners, public health officials, everybody we can reach out to. Hundreds upon hundreds we're making that call out to every week to try to inform them on the updates on that.
An unusual situation here where the normal pathways of communication aren't as good as they could be. We're gearing them up. That's why we opened our emergency communications center so we can communicate clearly with the public. We'll be sending
Parson and the St. Louis County executive you just heard from, Sam Page, say they're doing their absolute best trying to respond to all the public's questions. Tonight, more on the emergency response, plus the issues coming up here at the Enterprise Center ahead of the NCAA tournament tonight at 10. For now, live downtown, Kim St. Ange, News 4.